Hello, I am Kristen, and welcome to my channel on healing my body and mind through nutrition and exercise. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been following along. Today is 169 days on carnivore, up and down. I did do 100 days full carnivore. I did a little bit testing to go more animal based, reintroducing fruits and raw honey, went back to carnivore and dabbled in between, having sometimes avocado or raw honey, not too much fruit in between, but mostly at the end of the day, a more animal based, meat based, carnivore-ish type diet, and figuring out all the things that I've had in my body, trying to heal my body, trying to heal my mind, and going through all of that with you and sharing that journey with you here on my channel. So today I want to talk about pork intolerance. What does that mean? It means for me, I can have bacon and I'm fine. But when I have pulled pork that my husband makes absolutely delicious on our pellet grill, I get nauseous. I feel nauseous a couple hours after, and it's just horrible. And the next day, today, I have a little bit of nauseousness, and I had about this much of pork on my plate. And it's so good. It's so delicious. And I'm so upset that all of a sudden I have this intolerance. And what's weird to me is that when I was eating a regular kind of diet and we would eat pulled pork, I never noticed feeling nauseous. So, question is, did I just not put it together? Was I nauseous and just didn't really pinpoint it because I wasn't looking for things at the time? Or have I built this type of allergy or whatever it is that you want to call it towards something like pulled pork because I started the carnivore diet? And it's so strange. And it's something that I question because I just don't get it. So I can have bacon. Like I said, I can eat bacon. I eat bacon almost every day and I'm fine. But I can't have pulled pork. I tried again yesterday for Father's Day. My husband made pulled pork. Everybody loved it. I had made myself steak, churrasco, from the day before. So I heated that up for myself. And I just wanted to have a little bit of pork. And I was like, okay, I think I get like an allergy, like my eyes itch. I just don't feel right. I couldn't remember because I haven't had pulled pork in a really long time. And then we started to watch a movie when everybody left with the kids. And I was laying on the couch and I started to feel nauseous. And I'm like, am I hungry? Am I hungry again? I don't know. Maybe I need to eat something. I just feel really, really nauseous. And then it hit me. I remember that the last couple times I had pulled pork, I was nauseous, which is why I stopped eating pulled pork. So I asked ChatGPT, my my friend here, about this allergy, and this is what I got. Okay, so I asked if it's possible for somebody to have a specific intolerance or sensitivity to certain forms of pork while being able to tolerate others, because of the fact that I can have bacon, but for some reason I can't have pulled pork. And here are some reasons why someone might experience nausea after eating pulled pork but not have issues with bacon, according to ChatGPT. Okay, so fat content and cooking method. This makes sense. Pulled pork tends to be slow cooked, which it is, which can leave it richer in fats and juices compared to bacon, which is typically fried or high temperatures. Something we all know with rendered fat. Okay. The higher fat content in pulled pork may be harder for some individuals to digest, potentially leading to nausea. I asked the pork gods why. Why? Why? This really sucks. Okay. Seasoning and ingredients. This makes sense as well because when you're doing kind of a pulled pork that is grilled, more than likely you aren't just putting salt on it. You usually have a variety of spices. And so I know in this case, my husband does use a seasoned salt that has very, very little bit of sugar, but everything else I've kind of had and I've been okay with. So unless that little bit of sugar is causing the nausea, I really don't think so. I really think it's more about that cooking method. So histamine sensitivity, if you've been following me, you know that I found out that I have a histamine sensitivity when I made bone broth. As much as I love bone broth as well, and as much as you will hear carnivores tell you how healthy it is to eat bone broth, and yes, it has a lot of benefits, but I, on my journey in this body, cannot have bone broth. I, within 2 hours, get really, really dry eyes, itchy, like uncomfortable, just allergies from bone broth. And so I know that things that are high in histamines cause an allergic reaction. Now, I don't get nauseous on bone broth, but it does say pork, particularly when slow cooked or cured, as in bacon, but I don't have it in bacon, so that's weird, can have higher histamine levels, which some people are sensitive to. The sensitivity may manifest as nausea or other digestive symptoms. Again, with the nausea, stresses me out. Okay. Specific protein sensitivities. While rare, some individuals may have a sensitivity to specific proteins in pork that are prevalent or processed differently in pulled pork versus bacon. So that could be an issue as well. Again, frustrating. And so if you are on this elimination diet or a carnivore diet, trying to figure out what works for you, trying to figure out the sensitivities in your bodies, maybe an allergy, maybe histamine allergies, maybe just trying to lose weight, or you are maybe like me, that you were trying to get rid of the depression and the anxiety and the inflammation, and or maybe you have diabetes, or maybe you have other inflammatory disease, thyroid disease. I don't know where you are on your journey, but if you are on this journey like me, trying to figure things out for yourself, I wish you luck. And I wish and hope that you don't have an allergy to pork. But if you do, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my life. Join me on this horrible intolerance that we have on is specifically pulled pork. So that is my discussion for you today. If you have any answers for me or any suggestions or advice, please leave it in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear if you have a pork allergy, and if you've noticed maybe you can have bacon but you can't have pork chops, or maybe you can have bacon but you can't have pulled pork like me. So tell me where you are on your journey, or is there a similar meat that you can have also that one causes you discomfort and the other one doesn't? I'm very curious. It's very interesting how the body works and how we are all so different. Like I say it, and I'll say it again and again and again, there is no one size fits all in the food that we can consume in our bodies, and everybody is different. And so again, my husband, who has been on carnivore, can have pulled pork, has no issue whatsoever, and I cannot have it. It immediately makes me nauseous, and we have a bunch of pulled pork in the refrigerator right now. So my next research is, can I freeze the pulled pork and will it still be good? Because there's so much there that I don't want to go bad. And my kids will have some pulled pork, but they won't really have that many, days in a row of pulled pork. And there's so much pulled pork that my husband can eat. So answer me that if you have that answer. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.